Mike Spurs starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Got his man on the outside. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Smashes through. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. This crowd knows when to bring it. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And And they break the seal on the scoring. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense has the ball for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Looking for room. It's ball. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The defense calls a timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds his man down the middle.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but they can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter.
And he breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Snap it to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up, getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got his man downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. He's looking for a man on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 45 on his way. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to fire on second down. Right on target this time. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Well, when you coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Gets it out fast. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The offense set for a first down play. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses to 40. Afterburners coming. At the 20. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Oh, and averts disaster by falling on his own foot. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Still running at the 40. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down, still moving. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Throws toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming after it. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Shakes off the tackler. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
He wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. He's got it. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Lets it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run play action. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it. Touchdown, Dogs. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something big to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Takes the easy throw in the flat.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. Inside the 40. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, Great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Shotgun snap on third down. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the court.
Touchdown, South Carolina! You thought they were done. They're not. They're...
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Runs through the tackle. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just ran him over. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. That completion delivers a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Rides to the back. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. switched ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Here's the handoff. Turns it on in midfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is going to run, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Using the quick game. No chance to run, but still a good game. The Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. The give to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. He'll keep it himself. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more.
Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback, receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Using his legs to buy some time. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Pressure's on, it's blocked. A clutch play by the punt block team. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And you got to get penetration right away on these punt blocks. They get penetration, get in the backfield, get right in the punter's lap, get their hands on it, and then guess what? Now it's a live football. They scoop it up. They take it all the way back to the house.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. The inside handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative for me.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, you find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The play action fake. He's moving out of the pocket. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll try it on the ground. Tackle is made after the first down.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? Like, I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They're going to go to the air on third and short. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down in this defense. Back for its own. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. First down here for the offense. The quarterback takes a knee. And the Gamecocks enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true. But there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they